Hi everyone, welcome back to RTS and welcome back to another start to finish using the load prompt. Yes, we're still in the middle of load, having fun, and guess what today is about? The Tin Man. Yes, I'm so excited to do this page. I'm actually giddy to do this page, and some of my subscribers are going to know exactly what I'm going to do because they suggested this. Okay, so for the discussion today for the load event, and there has been basically a daily prize every day for the load event so far. Hard to believe that. I mean, a lot of prizes. That's fun. Okay, so of course Alice went into talking about the Tin Man, and I did not know this, but Buddy Epson was to be the original actor for the Tin Man, and he had a couple complications with the cosmetics and the costumes and things like that, so he couldn't do it. I did not know that Buddy Epson was the original actor for the Tin Man, but she just went into great detail. It was fun learning about the tidbits and the trivia, you know, of the Wizard of Oz. So the story prompt that she gave us is to scrap about something or someone you love because of the Tin Man, of course. And then also the technique that you could use, or do both or none, was use silver or metallics. Okay, so of course, you know, when you think about the Tin Man and you think about shiny and silver, well, what do I think about? Yes, me and the raccoon syndrome that I have. Okay, so what is the raccoon syndrome? Because some of my subscribers have been asking that. And so in my neck of the woods, the raccoon syndrome, and some people say they call it the squirrel syndrome, is that raccoons are known for loving shiny objects. And so what happens is that raccoons will get so focused on a shiny object here, a shiny object there, and sometimes they don't know that they're getting themselves into a trap. And so that is why we call it the raccoon syndrome, because sometimes some of us, we see something shiny, we go to it. We see another shiny, we go to that thing, and then another thing, and then, you know, an hour later we've already been playing with 10 shiny things because we love shiny things. Anything can draw our attention very quickly and change our thoughts very quickly. That is the raccoon syndrome. So of course, that's exactly what I'm going to do today, because my subscribers, we've been talking about a certain little thing in our Kit Crunch. And so it was absolutely this little critter in this photo play, Wild Love, and it's this little raccoon buddy right here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get a piece of wax paper, and that little fella is going to be the inspiration for my entire layout. Yes, of course, and also being prompted by Alice. I mean, just look at that little thing. Oh man, don't you just love life? Absolutely. I love little things that make me happy. So this little critter here is, of course, because of Alice's prompt, is going to be the start of this page. So what did I do from this? Of course, I found a photo that would give me the representation of me and the raccoon syndrome, and even my little one has a spot of this thing too, the raccoon. We get easily distracted at this new thing and this new thing. It's a wonder I get anything accomplished because I have the raccoon syndrome quite bad, but I love it. It's part of me. And my little one has it a little bit, and so I think she's more focused than me, but anyways. So, of course, with the raccoon, I found a photo that found something to represent that, and that was how one day we were in the car last year, and my little one was taking selfies, and of course, you know, I see a camera. Oh, yeah, and so that is me in the back trying to interfere because I saw something shiny. And so I thought that was a good representation. And so when I have a photo like this, I'm only going to use one on the layout, but a lot of times I will print two, and then I will put the date on the back, and then I file it right away. So right as I'm printing, why not print two? This is a photo that I can use for more than one story. And so that's what I did. I printed two, but I'm only going to use one. So the next thing I went to do is, because of the technique prompt of shiny, and anything shiny or metallic, I'm going to use silver, because that's what I think of when I think of raccoons. They're gray, silver, that type of thing. So I went and I pulled a thicker font, and this will probably be a little bit of a glare, but this is the actual process I went. This little raccoon had been on my brain because my subscriber said I must use that and talk about the raccoon syndrome. And so then I found the photo, and then I found a thicker font that is absolutely very, very shiny. I guess they would call that holographic, I think. Hologram-like. And so, underneath of it is a pink foam, which will go with this little pink bandana that this raccoon has. I'm just in love with this little thing. Okay, I think I need a pet. But anyways, moving on. So the next thing I went to do was to find some papers. And I guess because this is a Photoplay sticker, Photoplay was in my brain. And I knew that this Like a Girl collection by Photoplay definitely had some of these same colors, because I'm going to do pink and I'm just going to add some silver to it. So I just saw this, I ran with it, you know, very, very quick. And I'll give you a little fun tidbit about this collection Like a Girl that Michelle Coleman designed, because I am on a focus group for Photoplay. And at the time that we were looking and reviewing this product, this image was one of our clip arts that we saw, and they asked, you know, do you have any suggestions? And I said, well, you know, this letter sign right here, this X and O, and of course they had it here in the 4x6 card. I said it would be nice to have that as an entire sheet of paper. And guess what? They took my suggestion, and that is how Michelle came up with that paper. So she, I just loved her images that she did. This was just a great collection. I really hope she comes out with Like a Girl too. I really do. I think this was so fun. You can do a lot of layouts with this. And also, I love that when I look at this, I'm like, oh yeah, someone actually took a suggestion that I had said and in our focus group, and they did this. I love that. And of course, there's the A side to that. It's called X's and O's. But I love that. Love that. And of course, I use it in little tidbits, because every time I see it on a page, I just think of Photoplay. And of course, you know, I love Photoplay. But anyways, so I thought of this collection. I'm going to play with that and see what we come up with. And I saw something, a sticker here, it said, fall in love with as many things as possible. Now, isn't that so true for someone like me and like some of you that, that we have the raccoon syndrome? We fall in love with many things. Too fun. Okay. Now, you know I'm going to take these stickers and spell out the word raccoon. You know I'm going to have to do that. Okay. So when it comes to my papers, I can just look at what I have for scraps and, you know, do that. Or I can absolutely look and see what I have for my 12x12 sheets and run with it. I really do not think I'm going to play off the orange, but I really like that. I really like that polka dotted, you know, because, you know, sporadic. Yes, absolutely. Because our brain is sporadic half the time with the raccoon syndrome. Yes. Okay. So then what I did next is I pulled a sketch to give me some starting point because this needs to be a quick page. And so, of course, I pulled out my Laura Whitaker sketchbook. And Laura recently had told me that she had to put this in a different location. So if you haven't got this sketchbook yet, please look below. There is a new link, and I'll also show the video about that because Laura gave us a new link for that. So thank you, Laura. You are an absolute doll. Just look at this free sketchbook. Love it. Yes. And so I am absolutely going to use this sketch right here, August 1, 2016. It is a very simple sketch, but a very embellished sketch, and I love that because I really think that is my style. That's what I say, is that I am a simple scrapbooker but embellished, and that is what I think. That's me and my whole personality. I'm simple but embellished. Yes. Oh my, having too much fun with this load event. So this is what I'm going to do. What am I going to play for supplies? I am I have my Kid Crunch kit laying around, and so I pulled anything that was pink and black. So look how many things I have just that was on my project planner, aka my Rascog. I mean, how quick is that? And some of these are themed for Valentine's, but I'm not looking at that. I'm going by the black, white, and the pink. So I'm going to have fun with that. And then, of course, because the technique prompt was to do something and play with something shiny, I went and I pulled my silver photo box. So let's just see what is in this photo box, and let's see how many fun things we can find in this photo box. Okay, I'm going to move my photos here for a minute. And so I will open this lid, and we will see what all treasures, just like a raccoon, let's see what we can find in here. And so I have all types of embellishments, lots of enamel dots, and rhinestones, and gems, and buttons, and glitter tape. Well, now that would be really fun. Yes, that would be fun. I have quite a few of those. Buttons and all kinds of bling. Well, you know that's going to have to make it on there. And, of course, see all these die cuts, paper clips. Now, this would be fun. This is old school. These are making memories, these little tags. Yes, they're little metal rim tags. That would be fun. And then let's go old school. And I have all this stuff in bags because it's easy to get it in and put it back out. How about to take it out and put it back in? Yes, remember these? These are like 2006. These paper clips, shaped paper clips. And then look at all of this. Making memories, metal hardware. Yes. Oh, that would be, oh, that might give me an idea. I could put some of these metal plates on and do them like in a design on the page, or incorporate these metal. Do you remember these? I know some of you are shaking your head. Do you remember these? See these little, oh, what did they call them? Box plates? Yes, I think, or did they call them spine labels? Well, anyways, remember they came in the square and then they came in the oval. Of course, we had to have them all. Oh, yes. And then also, too, these metal rim tags. So I will definitely be putting some of those on my page because of the prompt that Alice gave us. Yes, so I will keep that bag out. And what else? Oh, my. Well, let's see. We have old school again, where we have eyelets and snaps and brads and, oh, dear Lord in heaven. There's all kinds of stuff in there. So I'm definitely going to break out the metal, break out the shiny objects, and yes, we'll see what we come up with, okay? Now, if I could find some brads that would say, have anything to do with shiny or raccoon. Oh, there's a compass, yeah. You need a compass to follow someone who has a raccoon syndrome. We're all over the place. But I definitely will play with a couple of those that I pulled out. And then whatever else. And see, I just put everything back in. That's the easy point of having something like this in bags. I can get, I'll just show you. For a prime example, I just pulled out 4 bags, and there I have enamel dots, because I have some shiny ones in there. And then I have bling, okay? And then I have everything from brads to snaps to eyelets, all kinds of stuff. Rhinestones, sequins, and then right there, that was how many different embellishments and washi tape. Really, really quick. So I will play with the metal and see what we come up with, and I'm sure that's probably a glare. Sorry about that. So I'm going to have fun with that, and so that is how I'm going to start this page. Thanks to PhotoPlay, thanks to Alice, thanks to Laura, thanks to my subscribers for the suggestion to do, definitely get that little critter on there and do a page about myself. So I'll come back and I will have a finished, where's my little buddy? There he is. With the little buddy right here. Yes, I think I need to give him a name. Okay, so maybe, what could we call him? I don't know. I'll think of a name. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back with my finished page, and get the sunglasses out because we got the shine going on. Yes, I definitely used silver and I used metallics and just had fun with some old school things. So let's get after it here. Yes, so what I did was I took this PhotoPlay paper, and this was of course the cut apart sheet, and I used this as my background mat, and I did gut it. I'll flip it over and you can see, because that way I will still have that beautiful little turquoise paper for something else. And then that polka dotted paper had stuck out at me when I was looking at that, so I just cut it down in a 11 by 11 block. And then these 3 strips right here, actually, yeah, 3 strips, this black, the coral, and this plaid, that was all scraps that was in that page protector. And then I just took a border sticker and cover up that seam, and that is how quick that page is. So we have a block with a band, a very skinny band. That's all that is. And of course on a mat, I've got a couple photo corners, and I only put the photo corners up in the top because I had some black down here. I just wanted a little bit more black up there for a balance. That's what I did. And of course my photo, I matted it on 3 pieces of white cardstock. So it's a little bit of a mat with a mat. So just a little bit more dimension, a little bit more texture with those 3 layers. And then of course you can see with my title, I had some fun with my thicker font, you know, because it's that holographic look, hologram. And of course I spelled it raccoon, and I have some little letter stickers that says the raccoon syndrome, and I put the word syndrome, these are all just little letter stickers, and I put it on 2 banners, just layered them, that came from the sticker sheet. And of course this little raccoon, which my little one said is officially now called Ricky the raccoon. So yes, gotta love that. Okay, so then of course you can see, because of the prompt, of to use something silver and metallic, and also to go with my mood and feel because of the topic, the raccoon syndrome, and how raccoons like shiny objects and easily distracted. I made sure to use product to reinforce that. And so of course you can see, and I'll point to something. Let's see. So here I used that silver glitter tape, which this was just went on so beautifully, and it even has a scallop. That's a 2-for-1. Sign me up. And then look what I did. I used 6 of these Making Memories metal rim tag. Now these have vellum in the middle, and so I absolutely just left the vellum as is. I didn't put anything over them because I wanted you to see the back of my layout. And then where the holes were, I simply just took an enamel dot in this little baby pink, just because it was laying here. And I just did that because everything was so blocky. I wanted to get some circles on. And so then with the other thing of additional circles, I absolutely got out some eyelets. Yes, eyelets. Can you remember the day? And let me show you a blast from the past. Yes, how about this? Making Memories mat, Making Memories hammer, Making Memories eyelet setter, and an eyelet hole punch. Do you remember the day, ladies, when this was one of our toolkits? And I have kept this all these years, and because I never got rid of eyelets. I never was one to just buy and buy and buy and have a ton of it. I have some eyelets, but I don't have a ton. I never felt the need to purge them because they really, what do they take up? A little sandwich bag. And then, you know, I use this hammer. Actually, I have 2 of these. I use one in my, I keep one in my kitchen drawer because they're just the neatest little hammers. And this whole thing came together, I think, as a set. I got it for Christmas one year. And so you can still find these hammers and eyelet sets and whole, you know, punch sets and things like that. If you look on eBay or Etsy, people are selling them. So definitely look at that. And also on YouTube, a lot of people are doing destashes for older things, and you'll see that. So look at that. Still as nice. Yes, Making Memories had good quality stuff. I was sad when they went out of business. So anyways, I did the eyelets. Now if I flip over, you see that actually the eyelets make a hole. And you can see, what can I put underneath that? How about this ivory paper? And look if you can see that. See how that makes, actually makes a hole in your paper. So you got to be careful where you're putting them. But you know what they say, there are no rules in scrapbooking. Just cover it up. Yes. And then I also took some sequins and I sporadically put them on the polka dotted paper here and here and here. And then also I got out some rhinestones, bling bling. So we have a lot of shiny objects. Again, all to go with mood and feel. You know how I am about that. And then I just put a few up here with the raccoon as if they were hiding and the raccoon was trying to find them. I know, kind of corny, but I liked it. And then I only put on a couple word stickers, and one says shine, how perfect, and the other one says be yourself, because this is a layout about me. And then of course I did have this sticker. It said fall in love with as many things as possible. I really wanted it, but it just didn't work my design, so it would just you know, go back in my supplies. But it was listed right here on this paper, so that worked out fine. And then what else? I have my journaling. So I wanted to show something with my journaling, is that I could put my journaling here. And when I printed this, I printed it in 2 different formats because I didn't know when I'm at my computer, my desktop, I didn't know, do I want it here, or did I make it longer and not make it so, what do I want to say? I made it a little less, bigger of a font, and I made it longer as far as, see the difference? Because I did not know if I wanted the journaling to go there. Okay. And then I did not know if I perhaps would want my journaling here. So I did that formatting before I even printed it and before I even came to my scrap room, because I just didn't know. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be this one, okay? But I didn't know, and so I printed both out. I'm already right there. What is a couple little changing of some lines? And I think that's what I'll do. And so I will probably put a few more of these sequins here. But then, of course, if I decide this looks better, when I get a bird's eye view, it'll tell me. Then I can put a few more sequins here. But I do think I like this better. That's very, very cute. I think I like that. And so, of course, it just says about how I have the raccoon syndrome. And every day my brain goes from this, that, and here to there. And some days it causes chaos, but at the end of the day, I'm still very productive, well-versed, versatile, and certainly high energy. So people in my life either love it or hate it, but that is me. That is who I am, and I am thankful to the Lord for it all. Yes. And that is just exactly what I wrote. So definitely truly the raccoon syndrome. So my little one said, Mom, that's very pretty. So I love how this turned out. I love that my subscribers suggested I use this and do a layout about myself. And then of course, along with the prompt of the Tin Man of the Wizard of Oz, using the silver, using the metallic, getting in some older product. I'm talking older. We're talking, what, 13 years that these eyelets probably have been around. I mean, truly, that's how long. And then these sequins, and of course, bling never goes out of style. I don't think sequins will probably go out of style anytime soon. But these eyelets, so fun to play with. And I remember when my little one was little, and I would get out this hammer, and I would get out these these eyelet setters and these punches, these hole punches. My daughter would come back in my room, and she said, "What are you doing over there? You sound like you're building something." So it's always fun to break out the tools, especially if you're having a bad day. Beating those holes in your paper feels pretty good. Yes. So a fun old school product. And that's why I said, if you do not feel the need to purge, don't purge, but play with the items you don't purge. Now, I did get a question recently asking me, how do I house these type of eyelets and sequins and blings and things like that? And I showed, I think earlier in one of my, in the layout, in the video, that, oh, here it is that I simply just use these little bags, because you can't put this type of thing, supply in a sandwich bag, because you lose it. So you have to go with a smaller bag, and then put these smaller bags, I think I have one somewhere, yes, and then put these smaller bags within a sandwich bag. You see what I'm saying? I have found over the years something as simple as this. You don't need any tins, baskets, bins, little Tic Tac containers, nothing like that. These little bags. Now, my husband found these at a tool store. I think it was like $100 or $200 for $1. I think it was Harbor Freight. But look in the jewelry section. Don't look in the craft section for things like this. It just is cheaper in another department. Or have someone go to the tool store and the tool section, and definitely, especially Harbor Freight, things like that. And you see what I'm saying? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 8 or 9, and they're just full of different things, clips and brads and little safety pins, all kinds of things. Yes, I've had these for years. I'm not going to get rid of them, because if I put all that in there, look how much room that really takes. I think I have enough space in my room for that. So I wanted to show that. So definitely, when you're looking for little bags, look in other sections in the craft room, or in the craft store. Don't look in scrapbooking. They mark everything up as soon as you put scrapbooking on it. And then you know what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay, so that is my finished page. Very excited how it turned out, and tickled that I did a layout about myself, because sometimes I don't do that. But the load event is very good for that, because it's very encouraged to do layouts about yourself. So I love that. So I will hear that, call that good, call that done. And now we're going to go on to the next load prompt. Yes, so I love this. So thank you for the suggestion. And I just really had fun playing with these old supplies. Yes, and got that little raccoon. Little Ricky is on there. Yeah, maybe I would put that on the back. His name's Ricky. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so that's all I have for today. Come back, because you know I'll have another start to finish coming soon. And also, we'll have our 4for4 series coming soon. Our photo series is coming soon. We just have a lot of fun coming soon. Yes, so come back to RTS, because you never know what we're going to do. Bye.